Stonehenge, the circle of secrets. Whispers of the stones, imagine this. A wide cinematic aerial view glides slowly over the misty Salisbury Plain at dawn. The land is quiet, shrouded in a cold, haunting fog. As the camera zooms closer, shadows begin to form, not of trees, but of ancient, towering stones. In the quiet heart of southern England lies a monument older than Rome, older than the pyramids of Egypt. Stonehenge. It's not just ancient, it's unknowable. No one can say for sure why it was built. And even more astonishing, how did prehistoric humans carry 25-ton stones from over 150 miles away, with no wheels, a riddle wrapped in stone? Whispers echo through history. Some say Stonehenge was a site of human sacrifice, a blood-soaked altar beneath the open sky. Others claim it was a druidic temple, where cloaked figures once performed cosmic rituals under the stars. And then there are the dreamers, the believers in extraterrestrials, ancient engineers, or time-traveling architects. Was this a portal to the stars, or perhaps a message left by a civilization long lost? As the fog parts, revealing the full stone circle bathed in golden light, a chill runs down your spine. The silence isn't empty, it's watching. Stonehenge stands still, but somehow it feels alive as if it remembers. The stones, weathered yet defiant, have stood against time, war, weather, and wonder. So the question is not just, what is Stonehenge? The real question is, what does it still hide? Let's rewind the clock. Not by centuries, but by millennia. Around 3000 BC, during the Neolithic era, when most of the world was still figuring out farming, the very first foundation of Stonehenge was laid. At this time, there were no cities, no metal tools, no written language in Britain, only small communities, simple huts, and the beginnings of organized life. People were just transitioning from being hunter-gatherers to early farmers. They had begun to settle the land, growing crops and raising animals. And in this quiet shift of civilization, something extraordinary happened. Stonehenge wasn't built in a single year. It rose in phases over 1,500 years, like a slow conversation passed from one generation to the next. The first stage began with a circular ditch and mound, likely used for burials and sacred ceremonies. Then came the massive bluestones, believed to have been brought all the way from Wales, over 150 miles away. And finally, the giant sarsen stones, each weighing up to 25 tons, were erected in that iconic circular formation we see today. But who were the people behind this Herculean task? Historians and archaeologists connect the site to the Beaker people, a group named after the pottery they left behind. They were skilled builders, spiritual, and deeply connected to the land and the sky. The layout of Stonehenge shows precise alignments with the sunrise on the summer solstice, hinting at astronomical understanding far beyond what we expected at time. Burial mounds around the site suggest it wasn't just a place of worship. It may have been a sacred funerary site, where the dead were honored and the stars were watched for signs from the beyond. Stonehenge stands today as one of the last surviving pieces of megalithic culture, a reminder of a time when humans first dared to shape the earth to speak to the heavens. At first glance, Stonehenge may look like just a collection of old rocks, but these stones are no ordinary stones. There are two main types, the giant sarsen stones and the smaller but mysterious bluestones. The sarsens, each towering up to 30 feet and weighing as much as 25 tons, form the iconic outer ring. Meanwhile, the bluestones, weighing around 2 to 4 tons, are believed to have been brought all the way from Preseli Hills in Wales, over 150 miles away. But how? No wheels, no grenes, no modern tools. So how did Neolithic people transport these massive stones? Some say they used logs as rollers. Others believe they floated the stones down rivers using primitive rafts. But there's a third theory, one that whispers of unknown technology, lost to time. Perhaps we still don't know the full story. Now here's where things get truly unbelievable. The lintel system, where flat stones rest horizontally on top of vertical ones, wasn't just for show. It was a structural marvel, requiring perfect balancing, mortise and tenon joints, and symmetry, all without any metal tools. This wasn't just stacking stones, it was architecture. One of the most mind-blowing aspects Stonehenge is aligned perfectly with the sunrise on the summer solstice and sunset on the winter solstice. This means its builders understood the movement of the sun, marking the longest and shortest days of the year. In an age without calendars or clocks, Stonehenge may have functioned as a solar observatory. Recent studies even suggest the stones have acoustic properties. Their circular formation can reflect sound, almost like a natural amphitheater. Was music or chanting a part of the rituals here? We may never know, but the possibilities are as endless as the sky above. Stonehenge isn't just ancient, it's ingenious. A monument that proves even without modern machines, humanity was capable of wonders that still defy explanation. For over 4,500 years, Stonehenge has stood not just as stone, but as sacred ground. Generations have gathered here, not for war, not for conquest, but for something greater. A connection between heaven and earth. Its perfect alignment with the sun and moon wasn't accidental. Early societies depended on nature's rhythm, knowing when to plant, when to harvest, when to pray. Stonehenge may have served as an ancient calendar, helping people track solstices and equinoxes, marking the spiritual heartbeat of the year. It was a place of ceremony, a place where light, shadow, and silence came together. Even today, thousands gather here every year for the summer and winter solstice. Modern Druids, pagans, Wiccans, and curious visitors from around the world come together in a spiritual celebration of the sun. Some come to dance, some to meditate, some just to feel the energy of this ancient circle. Stonehenge isn't just a monument. It's a symbol of British heritage, a national treasure, and a global enigma. A reminder that long before the skyscrapers and satellites, humans stood under the sky, searching for meaning. For centuries, Stonehenge has invited not just visitors, but questions. Why was it built? By whom? And for what purpose? Scholars and storytellers alike have proposed countless theories. Was it a celestial observatory, a place to track stars, eclipses, and solstices? Or was it a temple where rituals were performed under moonlight and sunrises? Some say it was a burial ground, sacred and silent, where ancestors were honored. Others whisper it was an alien landing pad, a message from beyond. According to one medieval legend, it was Merlin the wizard, yes, from the tales of King Arthur, who magically transported the stones from Ireland, flying them through the sky. It's said he used sorcery and giants to place them just so. But the truth, still hidden beneath layers of time. Modern excavations have revealed some answers, and more questions. They found cremated human remains, dating back over 5,000 years, suggesting funerary practices. Stone tools, pottery fragments, and animal bones hint at ceremonial feasts and gatherings. But the exact purpose of these rituals, still unknown. Stonehenge has also been linked to strange crop circles and unexplained magnetic anomalies. Some visitors claim to feel faint, or even disoriented when near certain stones. Conspiracy theorists believe the site is connected to ley lines, Earth's energy grid, or even time travel. Was it a spiritual gateway, a cosmic machine, a graveyard of kings, or a playground of gods? Stonehenge gives no answers, only silence. But in that silence, millions still hear a calling, to seek, to wonder, and to believe. Every year, more than 1.5 million people from around the world make the journey to witness this ancient wonder. Families, historians, photographers, spiritual seekers all walk the same path that Neolithic builders once walked. Your visit begins at the Stonehenge Visitor Center, a sleek modern facility located just a short shuttle ride from the stones. Here you can explore 360 degrees virtual tours, life-size reconstructions of Neolithic homes, and exhibits of ancient tools and artifacts discovered around the site. It's a journey through thousands of years of history, brought to life with cutting-edge technology. Perfect for those who want to understand before they see. The best time to visit? Many say it's the summer solstice, when the rising sun aligns perfectly with the stones, and thousands gather in celebration. But if you seek silence and serenity, visit during the quiet winter mornings. The frost, the fog, and the emptiness give you a sense of being truly alone with the past. Don't stop at Stonehenge. Nearby treasures include the Avebury Stone Circle, the lesser-known but fascinating Woodhenge, and the stunning Salisbury Cathedral. home to one of the original copies of the Magna Carta. Local cafes and countryside pubs offer the perfect end to your journey: English tea, warm pie, and tales of old. Stonehenge isn't just a sight to see, it's a place to feel, explore, and remember. A walk through history, wrapped in mystery, ready for your footsteps. You've seen the stones, you've heard the legends, you've walked through time. Now it's your turn to answer. Would you walk among these ancient stones, knowing they've stood for over 5,000 years? Do you believe Stonehenge was truly built by human hands? Or could something else have been involved? And if you could ask its builders one question, what would it be? Tell us in the comments below. We want to hear your theory, your imagination, your wonder. And if this mysterious journey fascinated you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legendary places from around the world. Because the world is full of secrets, and we've only just begun to uncover them.